Hey, yous gits! Welcome back to part 4 of our Wurzzag the Great Green Prophet campaign. We are here to smash the Ratties of Iron Rock. This is actually a couple turns later. I tried to chase around their faction leader. He just decided to sack the settlement and run away. Somehow he actually managed, I'll even show you here, he somehow managed to get, after sacking Bragg the Wazbag, we were right behind him. I guess he probably scooted this long. Oh, I figured it out. The puzzle has been solved. Either way, Bliss didn't manage to escape, so we decided just to take Wurzzag over to attack the Iron Rock. The Top Knots orcs actually wiped out the Sunken Kernarch, Birdstone, and since we are back in kind of medium reliability here, while I don't necessarily think we should care about it in the long run, early on here when we're not fully developed in our faction here, I think we should avoid staying out of the low reliability just so we don't get randomly declared war on by absolutely everyone. We can fight off a couple factions at once, but I think more than 4 or 5 we'll struggle with. So what we're gonna do with Fred Jaw Puncher is irritate the strongest of factions with Khorne, and we're gonna go over here and attack Morgheim, claim ourselves another capital here. The last thing we have to deal with is we do have the a rebellion army that kicked on in as kind of a random event, and then Guthrie Oathkeeper has come on through with his miners, and he is going to attack Bargvar from the other side there. I don't know that we'll actually be able to hold back his miners in Bargvar. I'm happy to try. The fact that he doesn't have any quarrelers helps us out quite a bit. But it's a matter of armor versus no armor. We've also got Grom the Tiefraba, so our first Forest Goblin War Boss has come on in just to defend the Stone Mine Tower. Not gonna give him any soldiers because we're not really rolling with that much scrap. And then we also have to deal with Durthu. I just realized he's coming down across the river. He's got Ariel.
An impossible task.
I know for a fact you're fighting everyone else, and you completely ignored them to come on over after us. That's such is the way. Looks like the old AI player bias is in full strength, so we're gonna want to make sure we start preparing it now. Let's grab. This is gonna take 3 turns for Wurzag's Orc Guard Host. Let's grab this in. We definitely gonna want it now rather than later. We've got a bit of gold because we signed a peace treaty with the Beastmen for 8,000 gold. They have no settlements, but they're willing to give us plenty of money for their lives. All the Wa would allow us to easily take down Iron Rock. This is our Wa target, so let's charge on in there with Wurzzag and Spleen Rippa, and rip some spleens. Alright, let's get quickly set up then. Start deployment. We'll just run all the Savage Boys down the front line there. We'll have the archers, the giggly ones in the center. We'll have the other Orc Boys behind them because that's generally where they will summon in the Menace Below units. Either way here, it doesn't really matter where they summon those guys. We're going to run them right over. Let's grab our 2 trolls, set them up on top of the hill, and they can deploy to where we need them. Wurzzag, I also kind of want to set up on top of the hill so we can throw down those spells, but now we'll just put them up in front. Night Goblin. We'll leave you in on the group so no Summons of Clan Breath can hurt you too bad. And in 2 minutes, huh? I didn't think that's how that's supposed to work. These guys are supposed to show up in 6 seconds since they are part of his Wa. Interesting. It's been 6 seconds every other battle except for this one is the reason I'm even going to mention it. Alright then, we will not wait for our allies. We'll just charge it over and break them. Works for me. Alright lads, into the gully here. I'm just going to have the big boys go straight through and run over those spearmen. You guys do the same. Wurzzag, scoot on forward a little bit there. We can go for a Vindictive Glare on, I would say the best target's going to be these Night Runners in the back line. The giggly ones can go after the Night Runners, and then we'll have front line just keep pushing forward. You guys break them. Keep moving forward and watch out for that Summon of Menace Below. In sprint the trolls. Lee Rippa's getting caught up on all of the allies. Since you boys don't have much armor, we'll go ahead and give you some magical love taps there. Then charge right on in. There's the Summon of Clan Rats. They're trying to keep up with the trolls. That seems like a bad call. Yeah, you guys break them. We'll pull you guys off to the side, though, so they can have them charge through a second time. Alright, let's go ahead and drop down the Itchy Nuisance on all of the clan rats that we can reach. There it is. Wurzzag should annihilate. Go ahead and stop these guys from moving. Let our archers keep destroying that group. Go ahead and fight yourself a battle there. And then they get a lovely side charge to run over the rest of the poor rats there. Always using their feet instead of their weapons. We noticed the same thing happening in Troy quite a bit. Wurzzag versus the normal clan rats. I don't think they want anything to do with it. You got all the physical resistance. These guys have not much attack per rat. Yoink. Heads flying with each swing. Yeah, the boys should absolutely rip them to shreds. Our wall bar actually isn't filling up that quick just because of how weak the enemy is here. Wurzzag is completely surrounded, so let's go ahead and use Wurzzag skills instead. So we're going to go after a huge foot of Gork. Try to pull him on through. That'll do. Completely decimated those units. And here come our reinforcements. All the gobos. Slaughter them. Where's me shrooms? We'll have you guys get some extra melee attack to run down the rats, and yeah, that's it. Wurzzag took a little bit of damage there, but I mean, it's everything we can heal up on the trolls, so I'm actually going to stick into this fight, let the regeneration of those trolls kick in, and I will catch you all in but a moment. Alright, well, we managed to secure the victory, only losing 37, and we are disappointed in each and every one of you. If you fell to a ratty, you were not a Savage Orc. We gained 7 minutes scrap and some experience as well. And I did realize that since this is our Wa target, and we would kind of prefer to keep the Wa army for at least one more turn as we're about to start a brawl with Scarbrand, let's instead go ahead and sack the settlement just for a pretty hefty jump to our treasury. I went the wrong way. Got a lucky shrunken head. There are few charms as potent as the grisly shrunken head of some forgotten enemy. Or get. We can give that over to. Well, no one else actually has he has to have spell casting in order to use that. Let's go into a rain camp then. Scoot on around the corner. See if we can't convince them all to kind of file back into the Iron Rock. And we can complete the Wa here next turn. Let's grab Wild Feet, giving him more melee defense, speed, and perfect vigor. Fighting Wurzzag is relatively disconcerting. His feet stamp out the wild rhythm of the Savage Orcs as he jigs in and out of the fight. Yeah, we don't have any cavalry right now, so let's go ahead and grab that one. Winds of Magic drop for Foot of Gork is great. Speed and perfect vigor is better.
Take what should be ours.
For you then, good sir. Let's go for the final point into, well, actually, since you're going to be losing most fights, let's go ahead and give you the evasion. What does Gorkle Fix It give us? Drops enemy charge bonus and speed. That's useful, but we don't actually have all that much missiles in this army here. That'd be really great for a Night Goblin squad. We'll pull you on out of this force and steal some tech from Iron Rock, or at least try to. What do you mean, Deva? Alright, then you stay in the army then. Got a bad attitude that one does. Yeah, Baragdawaz's bad got taken down. That is... While sad, it's just fine. Looks like... Durthu being right across the street there, or across the river from us, is going to be real concerning. Let's switch on down to the Savage Orc Big Boss. We can grab... Perceptive or Weapon Master, Grutshod. We'll likely need the additional attack and armor piercing, so let's grab Grutshod. Great big axe there, and he's got a nice bit of armor piercing. Sweet, what kind of abilities you got there? Back on your feet. More replenishment rate. And then you can choose between Gather the Tribes, Line Cracker, making him way more strong. And then a one-work army for... There's a greenskin approaching the camp. Just one. This is my chopper. This many will like it. This one's mine. Yeah, he's very, very simplistic here, our Savage Orc Big Boss, which makes sense, but he doesn't need to be necessarily all that complicated. Bonk is all that you need to do. Got 8,000 gold. Since we still have our Wa, this will allow us to at least fight. I mean, Morgheim isn't going to be all that well defended. They are currently building the settlement up. I almost think we should ignore him and come on back up north with Durthu. In fact, I think we're going to. We'll lose the Wa army in with Fred and kind of waste his journey down here south. We can come back up north, we can resettle the Dragonhorn, we can get into a defensive position to fight Durthu. Also Guthrie here, because he is going to be waiting us out. I'm going to see if he can't come on inside the walls to face us. I think we should get a settlement battle, and that'll at least allow us to use the towers and the walls to our advantage, since he doesn't have any quarrelers. Rinka Hills is in a dangerous spot. Pretty much all of the Blood River Valley is not any of these settlements I care about too much. Let's instead just set up the guardhouse here in the Bitterstone Mine. Creeping Death. For now, I don't mind keeping Creeping Death on side.
It better be good.
Although signing a non-aggression pact with me then means I can't just fight them and confederate them later on, which is what we're going to be doing with them. We'll just bonk Snorko on the head and add him into our army. Should be an easy ordeal there.
Stop the wall.
As long as we can lure him out of his Forest of Gloom, we should have no trouble. Alright, yeah, Grom, you stay, and we'll have you throw in a couple Forest Goblins. I think just a couple more archers would be good to have. Forest Goblin archers, they are expensive, so we can afford, it's like 2 units. We could likely go for more. We'll just be negative next turn. We'll just grab 3. Be safe. We'll have to have the other army coming up here and fight Warg. Well, Grutshod, you come on over and join up with Wurzzag. Be business. We'll scoot through and we'll end the turn. St. Durthu can use the world roots. We're not going to intercept him. Man, that's an army full of dryads. I'd say the only thing I'm happy about is the dryads normally are a bit weaker. But with Durthu, they've got more physical resistance and things, and he's got Ariel as well. Oh boy. Why Arg Wyland doesn't like us, I don't know.
Oh, I'm the Great Green Prophet. Speak your words.
Come on, Snorko, what do you want? Non-aggression pact? No. Alright, who doesn't like a bigger club means bigger heads getting bashed. Some more replenishment rate, melee attack, and some scrap upgrades for the Savage Orc boys. Durthu is going to 100% attack Grom. For some reason has lost access to his recruitment. Is it because of the battle? We didn't lose the recruitment building. Yeah, it definitely was because of the battle. Alright, Grutshod. This is concerning to an extreme degree.
Yes.
Look at this boy, hiding right down here so we can't attack him.
I, as mighty mystic
I would really...
powers,
See, I know that some of the rats are supposed to play like this, but when they just kind of linger right outside of your,
let's fight.
and they all come over and dogpile you at the same time, that's not a fun feeling. Let's go ahead and loot and occupy. Now we'll just occupy it up. While target occupy, which means the trophy has been obtained. As long as we survive for the next turn. The only issue with this now is we lose our massive army. Alright, Fred, you jump back under. We'll grab those goodies. I'm actually tempted to throw out Grom here. And instead, because we're not gonna win that battle at Stone Mine. which is unfortunate. But they will definitely attack stone mines. We're going to stop upgrading all the things. And we'll get upgrading to the Bitterstone. Getting in those raiding stashes would be real good. More ambush success for the armies in province too, so we could try to catch Argwylan in a bad spot. Losing the Wa army is going to be unfortunate, but I think we can handle that. Let's bring yourself on over, and I think we need you. I think we need you here. We'll grab another lord. Likely still a forest goblin, although we lost the strong one, which is unfortunate. Extra ambush success. We can try to layer that up. They all have poison attacks, so having the enables poison attacks is a complete waste. Don't really want a night goblin. Oh, he's a serial bossa though, or a serial dancer. I don't really want a night goblin. I want a forest goblin. Shroom addicted. Ooh. Upkeep for goblin and night goblin units by 15%. That might be it then. Grizz Guts Gut Stabber. While the Goblin Great Shamans are not my favorite, the ability to drop everyone's upkeep, we're going to mostly be having him with Goblin units anyway. We'll have you join just to make them a bit more tanky. And then we'll grab in those goblins. I want the forest goblins. Where are they at? Oh wait, maybe that's why we can't recruit them in. Where'd our forest goblins go? Did we upgrade past the forest goblin tier? So now we have night goblins only? I mean, they're cheaper than forest goblins by... Huh. That's rather strange. We got lots of biggins, but we just can't afford them. And hill goblins too. I mean, we've got the hill gobbos, but those are not our foresty boys. That's fine. We'll grab the night gobbos then. So we'll just do... I mean, I don't even mind grabbing a couple more. We'll want to fill up Wurzzag's army here too. It'd be great if we could drop our global recruitment time. I don't really want to sit here for 2 turns recruiting, although it's going to take 2 turns to get back over into the enemy area anyway, so let's make sure when we're fighting against the boys, we're ready to go. So let's grab some club boys here. Some biggins. We'll grab one more set of biggins. We'll grab some biggins with clubs. That looks good. And we'll be able to bonk some money out of the enemy here. Brad will repopulate the Dragonhorn mines, and well, we're about to lose Stone Mine Tower, but we'll make it happen. Let's eat more building, no infighting for more post-battle loot. How can we help out our Night Gobbos the best here? No complaining. Egg them on for more replenishment rate for Gobbos. So this middle line here is definitely kind of a Gobbo line. Boar riding would give us more armor. We don't have any boar riders at the moment. Melee attack for Goblin and Night Goblin infantry. Yeah, I think we just go down the Healy Mushrooms route. Don't want to spend any gold on upgrades, even though those one-turn upgrades aren't a bad call. That's real. What we will also go ahead and here come on in and do is disband these ogre bulls because they are expensive for what they're actually giving us. 135. Never mind. They're Savage Orcs really cost quite a bit until we're able to get that upkeep down. All right then.
Wurzzag.
Let's do it. Yeah, they move on in to attack the stone mine and actually calls for a close defeat. So we may fight this one. If we can get the Biggins into a battle with Ariel, we may be able to drag down the wizard there. It's going to be not an easy attempt, but we'll basically hide them off on the side and try to charge them in on behind. We would lose everyone. Oh yeah, no, it's going to be a settlement battle too. Yeah, let's go for it. Ariel has all of her really nasty bound spells here, so there's a pretty good chance we just get obliterated, but let's try it. All the Dryads are also magical attacks. Durthu is tailor-made to beat us. Let's get him. This will also be good for science, just to see how deadly Durthu's Treekin are. Man, yeah, they just spread out to capture all the points. I can't wait. They've got the Reglade Guard on this end. That's the Spell Weaver. Ariel must be on the other end, or with one of the other super squads there. Hiding with Durthu himself. Yeah, here she is. I mean, we may push out towards Ariel at all costs here. Just try to break. Do not know. At the very least, we will set up over here next to... This settlement's gonna be tough to hold. I changed my mind. I think we're gonna go after these guys here. I'll throw the... It'd be great to actually have you just fire over the walls. Playing as the Chaos Dwarfs recently. Hobgoblins obviously have really, really small arms. So they can't actually throw arrows very far. Don't want to just kind of walk into death there. I'm thinking this is going to be one of those battles that is going to look just horrendous the entire time for us. You guys hanging back up here. We'll put in the strongest tower as we can. The tier 2 arrow tower is probably just fine. And then, without further ado, we get to the battle. God, and my arrow boys are going to have to come out. We're going to need to get in and attack these Dryads. I want the biggins. You're actually going to come out and attack them. Do it then. We're getting completely coated in arrows. Alright, they crash in. That's an amazing first hit. You guys stay here. But we're also seeing how much damage they're going to do back. The Dryads are kind of very similar to Saboteurs, where they're real low armor piercing, but they do a ton of damage. You're going to do a melee. You should break them easily. No reason to have a missile duel with a faction that is going to easily defeat us in a missile engagement. Almost have the 900 there.
This is it.
Get in there. Yeah, one of them broke. The other one's actually going to make it into melee, and that's all we needed. Just avoid Ariel and her magic. I wonder if the other mage just went all the way around. That would indicate the AI. Whoa, the damage. That would indicate that the AI has at least gotten quite a bit more intelligent. I'm more likely she's just over here. I don't let them leave. You are indeed the Green Tide. Alright, time to wah. I'm likely that was already activated. Activatable. Alright, those archers are gone. Let's go ahead and come back around. I'm going to look for the enemy mage before I choose to switch targets there. So you guys try to bring down the Treekin with your tower shots there. They're just sitting outside. That's hilarious.
Here we go. Run, boys.
Yeah, no, better target is going to be those Treekin. Beat them down.
Nice bit of scrapping.
I don't see any heals going down, but the mage was here. If she went all the way around, that's a mixture of impressive and cowardly. Yeah, it looks like she's gone. That's interesting. Go ahead and cancel that one and put in the catapult tower instead. And then the barricades went in where we can. Should run them over. There we go. Beautiful flank. We still lost a huge chunk of the army. Oh, they're back. Welcome. Alright, boys, time to reposition. You guys set up and just get that arrow duel. Catapult tower's going in pretty soon. You switch targets to these dryads coming on over. While we likely shall not win, we can do some damage. Let's go for the blocker here. Archers come up and around. We'll have one of you set up here. The other archer set up here. I'll do. Oh yeah, a couple of them are coming on back. I didn't think they would all sprint on back in. We should leave some of the boys over to help out with their arrows. Yeah, I'm probably about to lose several of those guys there. Have the biggins come back down and help out. Here comes the tree man. You target him once he's actually in range. Yet Devereaux went all the way around. That is... Huh. I didn't know they knew how to do that. Those blade guards shouldn't come back. Get him. Getting the extra monument would be great. I just don't know if we're gonna get it in time. Yeah, here comes the tide of Treekin here. It took way more of our boys to take down these guys out here. They're just running off to try to lure us outside the settlement. What? It's cool to watch, but I've never seen the AI act like that. Yeah, let's throw in the monument on this side. We're gonna need it. Launch the catapults at the Glade Guard. You just run this group down. We've lost so many that we're just gonna have no chance to bring this one down. Ariel's giving them the extra heals. I think the Otto's all going to give us more kills. Trees just exploded up out of the ground. Tower, if you can blast Ariel, that'd be great. The amount of heals she's going to deliver is going to be probably a bit much. Keep firing. Tree man's in. It's doing pretty good damage with the rocks when they actually land hits. We'll kind of speed this one on up. We have been bested. Get yourselves into melee. Yeah. Just a decisive defeat. Alright, well, a decisive defeat. We did actually end up managing to delete his Treekin, the Dryad, 2 units of Dryads. That's not too bad for us. He'll be able to continue to replenish, and likely he'll just raise it. Well, we've got a pivot. Bardvar moves on it as well. This is a fight that I have a little bit more faith that our boys can pull off. Very scary battles here for us. They've got a lot of blasting charges, though. So what are these guys? Extra strong against walls? Good against gates. Okay. Well, we'll see. Bring it on, stunties. Alright, we'll probably cut out the entire loading screen there. I managed to knock off my whole glass of cold brew onto the floor. It's quite loud. Alright, so they're going to attack from 3 different angles. We stand a no chance of bringing down the Dwarf Warriors inside of their towers. Where is the best defensive position here? I think we'll have a best chance of taking them down over here. So let's grab our arrow boys. Oh, really? Well, if I can set them up so some of them are up on that, that's a pretty good spot to be firing from. I just don't want very many of them to be turned around. That'd be just fine, I guess. And we'll have some more arrows set up. If stunties move so slow, we can probably have multiple air boy towers set up. We have to make sure we do remember to turn them around and run. It's real good for them that they can deploy all the way on the side like that. Using some of our replays for battle strategies, and actually think it's a good idea. Just we play at like absolute cheesemongers usually. Where will we want our trolls? I think we're gonna have them defending this front position to start. We can kind of do some smash runs as they come on through. Well, I'm not sure if we want to pull these guys back and hold kind of the final point with the. Let's do so. So you guys have to be. You guys do not have to be there. We can set you up with the trolls. And the other 2 units, you are not on the walls, but you are, right? Yes. Okay, perfect.
This is it. What you want?
We can have them kind of consolidate once the battle really gets started. We'll have to see, though. Alright, and I think what we'll want to start is just to start a save for one of the high tier towers. Stunties move very slow, and we'll be able to do a lot of damage with our catapult towers. Alright then, battle begin. See if I can micro this properly. Buck those, a great weapon, please. No strong towers here for us, which is a bit sad, but...
We had a great time.
Yeah, just try to shoot at the Lord, unless he starts wiggling around, and then just go for the guys in the back. Take down those miners. Make sure the towers are focus firing down kind of the same units there. Any of the guys we take down that have ammunition is ammo they don't get to use later. Maximum tier towers are 2,000. Go ahead and wait. And I am going to stick it right up on top of here. It's got a lot of nice range. Okay, we are taking some damage. That? No, that's just attrition. Okay, they're almost to the walls. They are the walls. Let's go ahead and start pulling these guys back. They're at the walls here as well. Go ahead and start pulling them back. I will pull them to here. Something like that. Off those walls fast. Oh, you guys too. You may not have a lot of chance to, though. They'll try their best. Run like your lives depend on it, because they absolutely do. I've lost a victory point, huh? Yeah, we're starting to lose the towers, but we did some good damage before they came on in. How many have fallen so far? 200 almost. And we are nearly to getting a tower. Man, it's taking some time. There we go. The other towers, we will not wait for the catapults. We'll go for this tier 1s. Get some really good damage with the towers. Alright, miners are through the gates. They did break through those gates very fast. fact, you boys sit up here for an ambush. Oh, we left these guys here. In fact, we can just go ahead and let you guys jump on down and take down these miners. Give those blasting charge miners a hug. Alright, the enemy's got all sorts of gates coming down on their side. Let's go ahead and drop down the tower here. Help them in the area. As long as they can get into melee with them before they actually use those blasting charges, they will easily win the fight. Was the last archers we needed here. Almost in position. Sweet. They'll be able to be a huge nuisance. Start filling them with arrows. Like so. We's mean. Alright, they're coming up the hill. They're running over those blasting charges pretty well. Try to get some shots into. Go after the blasting charges. I still think we can handle the normal Dobby warriors better than them. No, just stay there. Just keep... No, I guess if they can't, then. Come on, back up. Pull up the hill a little ways. And then trolls, you slam in. Just gotta hit him in a nice little pincer move there. Go ahead and dunk on these Dawi here. They're gonna get run up on by the explosives. Try to get into melee. They're gonna take a lot of damage though. Can we get in another tower? That'd be a bad usage. Bring those miners over quickly. Be business. Yeah, they're trying to respond by throwing explosives at us. It's just not working out very well. They're going to capture that zone. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. We need the trap. Permanently lower their attack. They're fighting against so many. Go ahead and kick in the wah. Because we weren't paying attention, they got to get hit by all the explosive charges. Not a good look. You guys go after these blasting charges here. Hours for everyone. Alright, they are at least back to almost the home point there. Have you start dropping some shots on those blasting charge miners there. We will hold that zone until we absolutely can't anymore. These Savage here are doing huge work. If I can get this tower to hit them, that'd be just perfect. You got better targets coming up. Nice clumps of Dwarf warriors. Help them while the trolls have to recover. Gotta run over to defend this group here. They're all going through the trap, which is awesome. This will allow the ballista to do good work too. They're gonna capture that zone down there. That's just fine. Not scared of that so much. Bring the air boys around. You guys are go ahead and crash into these miners. We'll let the trolls deal with the other group. Really good work coming out of the catapult tower there. Oh, so maybe it's only while you're in the trap that you actually have the debuff. We're about to lose the last one now. If we send the lads forward... Oh, they didn't actually continue to chase. If we send the lads forward, they're gonna have a bad time. Come on, trolls. We really need you to shut down these blasting charge miners before they get into combat. Got them. Alright, charge forward and hit these dwarf warriors. You guys go ahead and use those arrows on people who don't have shields. Well, that weakened them up pretty well. Can't complain. Let's go ahead and upgrade this one to the catapult tower. Hold on, trolls. Take them down. Alright, they're shattered as well. Let's get the other savage orcs up. Lost the tower in the trap. They're likely just going to try to go around and capture this final point, not even try to fight us. Which is going to make me a little bit sad. Come on, trolls, run them over. It's wah time. Time to wah. Getting seriously overwhelmed. Chase them down. Trolls, well done. I wanted to take down these miners. They are a minor nuisance. Keep using your arrows for as long as you can. Now we're losing them quick. Pick off the Dawi warriors there. Get your charge bonus if you can. Ah, we're about to lose the Lord. Get a nice pincer there. You guys just gotta file in. Those explosives should do more damage to them than us, but they got really good aim, so turns out that's not gonna be the case. Our boys lost the other side there. Come on. I believe in you. Leadership on the Dawi here is going to go forever. Take down those miners. We cannot let them launch some more blasting charges out. Losing mass amounts of troops like that would be hugely bad. And my next wah points too. Oh, yeah, see, an unleashed one volley was enough to almost entirely wipe out the unit. Crunch them. Yeah, they're just gonna now try to take down our zone so we lose the towers. Not gonna say it's a bad idea, it just makes me sad. Oh, that was our troops that were fleeing, I didn't realize. Definitely be able to overpower. Oh, they went all the way around to capture the point. That's good fun. Come on, take those miners.
Here we go.
They really want Bar back. We're off, they say. Alright, we may need them to turn around. If we lose that zone there, it's going to be a bad time. Well, they can keep blinking away at those guys and they'll have a lot of armor. And you can help since you actually have a better shot, and these guys keep launching long range into those Dawi warriors. Funnily enough, they're going to try to flee. Drop us out, boys. Move in to help the boys that are with the errors there. We're just completely ignore their lord as long as we can. Get in there quick. Let's get a nice pincer. Or get exploded by miners. That also works, I guess. Keep smashing in. Nope, burn and get him. you gotta launch the rocks down here at these Dawi warriors, otherwise we are going to lose that zone. We also don't want the trolls to get... Oh, they're fleeing. We had them. No. Yeah, the trolls are gonna go quick then. Oh, we had them. Oh, there's there's like 3 more units down there. Never mind. We did not have them. We injured them by a lot, though. Come on, one more wah for good measure. They're gonna break, and the trolls did not want to be the last unit left alive. They can smash on in for a bit though. Now they've got the high ground and catapults. Fought to the absolute bitter end. It just wasn't enough. Another defeat. Alright, a valiant defeat. Several of the Dawi units could have been completely wiped out there, but these are rebels. They'll go ahead and claim Barak Varbag, I believe. Yep. Now they've got themselves a nice new capital. And we've got a pretty hefty negative coming our way now. After losing 2 settlements, Wurzzag is recruiting in some more soldiers. I think we really do need these biggins in order to stand a chance against Durthu, who's likely to attack Karaz here next turn. We lost most of our territory. Oh, and they just let him take it. So the Scabby Eye are back. That's funny.
Nasty magic's ready.
Alright, Fred. We'll just have you claim the Dragonhorn Mines.
Yes.
Colonize it for however much. Repair it for 750. We will just let...
Now they'll see.
And now I'm tempted to make sure we don't have Grizzguts, because we've got the 2 armies coming on up. We should be able to deal with that with just the 2 of them. Let's have Grizzguts come out in front of the Bitterstone Mine and see if we can't lure someone on over.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely won't have him do any more recruiting.
The Great Shaman.
A couple more hundred in the hole here, but we can jump out and fight the rats afterwards.
Not enough wobstone.
They don't try to fight me first. Looks like we still have the Wa target, so you have to keep it for the entirety of the Wa. I see. Reading is important. Once the Wa ends, then you get your goodies. Or not.
That works.
Indeed. We'll skip on through. We'll end one more turn and see how things play out. Yeah, our Argwylan goes after Karaz next. A decisive defeat. Yeah, we would stand no chance. Durthu the Rude. Turns out he was just here to sack our settlements and run. He came here for gold. Absolute savage he is. Alright. Turns out we thought we were the Savage Orcs. Alright, Wurzzag. Well, we need to get out and start fighting. The rats are just outside of our reach on both sides, because of course they are. Well, that means we have to go into an ambush stance, which is incredibly sad, but since they're going to stay right outside of our range on either side, we have to try to lure them into the Black Rock. Since they know this is our Wa target, they will likely be coming on in to try to take it down. We need to make some gold quick, though. Otherwise, Grizzgut's going to have to get the boot once more.
Ready.
In fact, we may just go ahead and... Sorry, bud. We knew we didn't need you, but we have spent so much unnecessary gold on units. Right, come on up into March stance. I don't mind out front. In Bitterstone, no one's going to threaten you into boyz. We can get them into a fight. Funnily enough, kicking him out didn't really save that much of our income. We can get into a fight with this doof. Jump him into Fred's army. Probably kick out one of these nasty skulkers so we can get some level ups. Durthu's just gonna run since he knows we're back. Alright. I said that was the last turn. Let's go for one more. See if we get another fight lined up for our next episode here.
If I don't like your words, I'll blast yous with me spells.
They're gonna try to go for peace. And they're gonna retreat too. Man. No, no peace, just war. And they're gonna retreat. Ugh, the rats. I don't even think they own Black Crag. I think Black Crag is owned by Clan Moors. There's no way to know unless we get closer.
Powers.
I'm not spending thousands to uncover the ratties.
More likes it.
But we have to control Iron Rock by the end of the WA in order to succeed, so we have to keep Wurzzag here, as sad as it makes me. We'll try to catch the foolish ratties as they try to come back and claim their settlement, and we'll let Fred do the punching, as it is his name. Can you raid and camp in their territory? That'd be just fantastic. Looks like you don't have the same... Yeah, definitely raid and camp in their territory. Ballistic came over here to attack Doc. I can't even... AI. We refuse to fight you, but we will run around and snag all your little settlements. And then the second you show up to face us, we'll run. Oh, the nasty skulkers actually have upgrades. They're hiding, but they've got jagged weapons, bonus for infantry +10, and water flasks. It's definitely gonna be the bonus for infantry. These guys are normally pretty terrible. They're good as a slowdown, as a speed bump. Or a pit, if you will. Alright, Fred and a Grutshod. In fact, why is your name Grutshod? Let's go you Greg. Greg, Gut. Well, you know what? That's not gonna work. Well, you just go and gut punch ya. Alright, well, with that, that's gonna be all the time I've got for today. I've been at Space Wizard of War. Remember to leave a like for Light God and a sub for this up, though. I'll see you on the next one.